Hey, what's up, guys? This is Church of Caboose, and today's Destiny 2 video is all about being ready for Beyond Light. We're going to start by talking about some things that you should do before content gets vaulted by November 10th. We're going to talk about things that you should do just to kind of be ready for that first day, November 10th, for that first day of the expansion, and hopefully end this video with some things I am excited about and looking forward to and going into Beyond Light starting on November 10th. Now, before we get on into the video, I want to give a big thank you to Polar Spectrum. He's in my clan, he's a friend of mine, and he was like, hey, I'm an audio engineer. If you are okay with it, I would love to take a crack at your videos to see kind of what I can do with some YouTube video stuff. So thank you, sir, so much for helping out with the audio of this video. So since he did put in a whole lot of work, if you guys wouldn't mind commenting down below just kind of what you think about the audio. Is it better? Is it worse? Like, what do you think? That'd be super helpful to both of us as we go forward and this channel continues to grow. Also, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you guys click the like button as well as subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, to get 600 subscribers by October 20th, we are going to have a video compilation of my wonderful dog. She's a Corgi mix. Her name's Winnie Rose, and we'll have videos in this compilation such as this.
Grandma wants to know, do you want a new toy? Yes or no? Yes? Are you sure? Do you want a new toy? No or yes? Yes? Okay.
And if we hit 1,000 subscribers by November 20th, I will do like a Tuffy box, like dog toy box video opening type of thing. I know there's like a Tuffy subscription box. I'll probably get one of those, record her opening it, reactions to new toys, things of that nature, and that'll be the whole video if we get to 1,000 subscribers. I've also noticed that about 89% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed, so make sure you guys subscribe to that video so you get more images and clips of my dog, as well as help my dog live her best life, and in order to stay the most up to date with my channel. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get on into this video, starting first with things you should do before they go away in that Destiny content vault on November 10th. We have a multitude of things that are going away on November 10th, so I kind of put together just a brief little list of some things I think you guys should try to do and get done before these things go away on November 10th. So the first thing would be to just try and experience those Leviathan raids, the Crown of Sorrow raid, and the good old Scourge of the Past raid. There's different catalysts and stuff that you can get in there when you do those raids on Prestige that are totally worth it. So make sure you guys, in my opinion, get on into those raids, get that loot out of those raids. With Scourge of the Past, you have Anarchy, which is an amazing grenade launcher. It's one of my favorites. I imagine it'll be a really big staple once Beyond Light comes out, because it already is, and then even fewer people will have it, which will make it even better to have. Then we've also got the Sleeper Stimulant Catalyst out of the Spire of Stars, the Telesto Catalyst out of the Eater of Worlds. By the way, Eater of Worlds and Spire of Stars need to be on Prestige. We've got the Legend of Acrius Catalyst, which comes from Prestige Leviathan, which is my last catalyst I need, and that's what I'm hunting down, as well as the Skyburner's Oath Catalyst, which can come out of Prestige or regular Leviathan. So make sure you guys get in there, get that loot, and experience those raids. I would also suggest that you guys go ahead and look through those different titles, look through triumphs, look through different things that you can acquire, such as a good quest from Pinnacle Weapons, because I know some of those are still available, especially from Lord Shaxx. At least they are for me. So make sure you guys are getting those things, just looking at that old content that's not going to be available starting November 10th, and just decide if you want to try and get that done. Now, I know some of those quests for things like Luna's Howl can seem incredibly daunting, so it could be one of those things, or maybe it's worth just grabbing those quests just to have on your account, so that way maybe if you can't pick them up from the vendor anymore, who knows, maybe you can have them on your account and just kind of get them done passively as you play through Beyond Light. So those are some of the things I think you guys should consider getting done and looking into that are going away on November 10th. Make sure you guys get in those raids, as well as consider any of the triumphs and pursuits that you guys can get done for these different weapons before they go away. Now we're going to talk about what's some of the preparation that we can do to get ready for Beyond Light. Now we kind of talk about this every season, but some things might have changed just a little bit because of the content vault, so I kind of wanted to bring this all up once again. So the first thing you guys should really be trying to do is gain to 1060 power. It is not uncommon for a new expansion or a new season to have some sort of a power requiring endgame activity release in that first week. With Season of Arrivals, we had the Prophecy Dungeon on the first day, which was rather intense, and we're going to have a new raid with Beyond Light. While we don't know for sure when it's going to come out, it wouldn't be that surprising, really, if that raid was to be available in that first week. So if you want to try to get a first week clear or just be able to participate sooner rather than later, if you guys get your characters all to 1060 base power, that means you get to start off at that power for the next season, which means you have less of a way to go to that new power as you would before. So for example, say Beyond Light comes and you're 1040. Well, I'm already starting off myself at 20 light higher than you, which means all my drops that come are going to be higher, and it's going to take you even longer to catch up to where myself, Church of Caboose, is at inside of the game, which will make it easier for me to do things like the end game with light requirements. So if you guys get to 1060, you'll be doing yourself a huge favor before Beyond Light comes out. Some good sources would be Master Nightfalls, the easy 100k. Then you've got Master Nightmare Hunts, which don't even require a score. Garden of Salvation, lots of folks are running that raid. Prophecy gives you a pinnacle reward at the end, as well as Pits of Heresy. And then, of course, you get a little bit of pinnacle gear from Crucible and Gambit, so make sure you guys are getting that power. The second thing I suggest you all would do would be to bounty hoard. I do this every season. I hold as many bounties as I possibly can, so that's when the next season starts off, I load into the game, I get my artifact unlocked, then I turn in all of my bounties. And what happens is my artifacts gives me usually about a +5 or so. Once I get done with turning in all of those bounties, my season rank is typically between 20 and 30, which means I get some of that loot that perhaps will help boost my power even further. And then I have all that experience, and some of those bounties will give you legendary rewards. So it's just overall really smart to hoard on bounties. Now, what I started doing was a couple of weeks ago, I just grabbed a whole bunch of bounties. Say I was doing strikes, I grab all the strikes and just leave on my account whatever I had done. That way I didn't feel as pressured to do all those bounties like the week before. It just made my life so much less stressful to just kind of do these bounties as I go. Now, there are some bounties you probably don't really need to worry about doing and hoarding. For example, 801 bounties. That whole forge thing is going away, so having those bounties doesn't make a whole lot of sense because they probably will get automatically deleted. Gambit bounties, I'm a little bit on the fence about. Gambit's going to still be around, but in a different format, so those Gambit bounties might not count for much of anything. But maybe if you're just looking to fill in those slots, worst case scenario, the bounties go away. Best case scenario, they stay there and you get some kind of infinity rank out of turning those in. And then medium scenario is you just turn those bounties in from Gambits for XP. I would also suggest you guys don't worry about hoarding bounties from the planets that are going away. That'd be Titan, Mars, Mercury, and Io, because most likely, if you hoard those weekly and daily bounties from those planets, they will probably go away on November 10th as well. So make sure you're holding on to the Strike bounties, Banshee bounties. I would hold on to Clan bounties, as well as Crucible bounties. For Clan bounties, I would suggest you guys consider joining Benchful, our clan family. We hit Rig 6 rather quickly. We are growing. We're building up some steam because lots of folks are realizing we're still raiding and active, even though this is a really long season. So if you guys are feeling like you need a new clan or just to change things up, feel free to join into our Discord. We currently have Xbox and PC clans, but could be doing a PS5 thing before too long if that enough interest is generated. Then the third thing I would look at is grabbing pursuits. You never know, like maybe you want to grab things for Luna's Howl, Not Forgotten, that kind of a thing. Or maybe get to the very last step of exotic bounties, so that way when that next season comes up, if it's a exotic you can finish before, like during Beyond Light, then you would have an automatic, powerful reward. That maybe wouldn't be the worst thing. But just make sure that exotic quest does not expire with Beyond Light. One good example would be the Thorn quest. That last step is the Chasm of Screams, which is on Titan, and Titan's going away, so presumably Thorn is no longer acquirable once Beyond Light comes out. So having those pursuits on the last step could potentially be a nifty thing to have done, or else just get rid of them if they're repeats and you don't really care. I would also suggest you guys look through your vault. Not necessarily everything in that vault needs to be kept. You're going to have all kinds of new loot that's available with Beyond Light. So if you got armor in there that you don't really care about, maybe you want to delete it. If you've got repeats of exotics or repeats of just weapons in general, like raid weapons, maybe you don't need to have 5 rolls of No Feeling Scout Rifle from Scourge of the Past. Maybe just keep 1 or 2 of your favorites. That kind of thing. Clear out that vault, get those resources, and make more room for the new stuff. Then you've also got, you guys need to stock up on spider resources. Make sure you guys are going to spider and getting resources from planets that are sticking around. No need to get resources from planets that are getting deleted, because then those resources are going to be useless. So things that are going to be staying around, for example, would be phase glass from the EDZ. That's going to still be here, so presumably the phase glass will be a resource that would be nifty to have available for us going into Beyond Light. Lastly, don't leave anything undone that you want to do or you've been thinking about saving for later. Now, this is a big one, especially for me. Beyond Light could have tons of stuff coming out. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be playing the new stuff instead of catching up on the old stuff that I could be doing right now. So good examples would be different triumphs. I don't really feel like triumph hunting for old triumphs once Beyond Light comes out. I don't feel like doing old weapon quests when Beyond Light comes out. So make sure you guys get through all that stuff that you want to have done at some point. Just do it now. You can do things like save those bounties and whatnot as you're working on these different things, and that will be able to help you guys out. So when Beyond Light comes out, you're only doing the new stuff. So if you're someone that's like, well, I mean, I got 2 characters, but I want a 3rd, I'll save that for Beyond Light. No, do that now, so that way your new character is high as power as possible, so that way you're getting the most efficiency out of that power grind with Beyond Light. That's just one example of something I'm talking about. Now let's wrap up this video by talking about some stuff I'm excited about for Beyond Light. The first thing is I'm excited about the weather engine. Sounds really stupid, but we have not had a weather engine before inside of Bungie. Now we've had things where it goes from like night to day, but this weather engine is going to have like snowstorms and all kinds of interesting stuff going on, and I'm curious to see if it's only going to be on Europa or if our other destinations will get this weather engine as well. I'm kind of hoping every planet gets this weather engine. The second thing I'm excited about is the new raid. I'm taking that week off from work to do YouTube videos for you guys, as well as hang out with my friends and my family while playing Destiny to try and get as high as I can to ideally get a day 1 clear. Now, that's just my personal goal. Will it happen? Probably not. I will definitely try, but what we will have to see. Only time will tell about that one. So I'm excited for this new raid. I'm also excited for the new location, Europa. It's been teased since Destiny 1. I really like having a Fallen heavy expansion coming back to Destiny. And I'm just really excited for this new location. It's been hyped for a long time and leaked ever since Destiny 1. So we're on like 6 years of this thing where we're like, oh, we're going to get Europa? Huh? Is it coming? And now we finally got it. And then lastly, I'm really excited for a new story. I'm hoping that either we get some loose ends tied up, maybe we have some really cool new lore that's coming around. I don't know. I'm really getting more into the story. I'm trying to, at least. And so I'm looking forward to a new campaign. I'm looking forward to having that stasis abilities. There's a lot of new stuff potentially coming with Beyond Light. Now, I am a little bit nervous that we're losing more stuff than we are gaining. But if the Europa destination is anything as big as the Dreadnoughts from Taken King inside of Destiny 1, one destination, even though we're losing 4, should be a lot. Like, if we're getting just as much as we did with the Dreadnought, that one destination will keep us real busy until we get to that next season or expansion. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down below what you guys think about my list of things to try and do before Beyond Light comes out, and things to do to be ready for Beyond Light. Let me know, what are you excited about? Are you nervous about anything with Beyond Light? Just share, and don't forget, let me know what you think of the audio. I have an audio engineer named Polar Spectrum help me out with the audio on this video, and he's hoping to use this for his portfolio. So do us both a favor and let me know down below what you guys think of the audio as well as the content of my video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.